Hello and welcome to this beautiful morning practice of getting off the floor and getting onto the floor as a bone cancer survivor. Now, in today's practice, don't push yourself past your own limits. Know your limits and your body, and we will enjoy today's practice. Now, let's begin. Now, to ensure you have the most calming environment, find a random plant in your house, even if it is fake, and put it in your background. Perfect. We will start today's practice by preparing ourselves for the fear that comes with getting on the ground. Take the fear in as a primal instinct. To better demonstrate the art of getting on the ground, now that we have conquered the fear of getting on the ground, let us begin. Our first way of getting on the ground. To get the first pose to get on the ground, please put one leg forward, the good leg that you can actually use in your life, and put your bad leg out backwards, carefully. Now, to get down to the ground, you just slowly sink into the pose until you feel like the inside here is going to snap, and then you plant your hands on the ground. You move your good leg back into this awkward position, and you put the knee straight down. Now, you can sit back on that foot, and you are now on the ground. Millie, stop moving the camera. Now that we are on the ground and I have fixed my camera from my animal moving it, take that as a sign from the universe you need to practice. You can take your deep breath, for all that effort has been worthwhile. Now, let's get on to the next pose, which will demonstrate how to get off the ground once you have sat here long enough that you feel like it's been too long and you need to get up. Let's try it now. This pose requires some skill and technique. Do not worry, do not fret if you are not able to do it on your first try. Begin by getting onto your three, your good arms and your good leg, with your bad leg out. You are now on the threes, what we call the 1, the 2, and the 3. To get up, this requires a lot of good strength from your good leg. Now, it is a fast motion, but I will try to do it as slowly as possible. You basically are doing a plank. Do a plank on your good leg, your bad leg. You go. You bring your butt up, you put your leg forward, you walk yourself up, and you're going to hop, leg forward, and bend all the way up. So you pop the booty. Do the pop the booty motion. Perfect. Pop, 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 pop that booty. We have completed the first set of moves to get on and off the ground. Check in with yourself, see how you are feeling. Embrace the life after bone cancer. Now, we shall move on to the next set of getting on and off the ground. Now, this next set requires the intermediate level of skill to get on to the ground. This one is called the kneel. It is like the lunge, But instead of a lunge, we're going to do the kneel. So, let us begin. You take your good leg and you slowly... Do not put too much pressure. Oh! That is perfectly fine. That is part of the move. Do not put much pressure on your bad leg. It is not good for it. So we will slowly put this leg out forward, your bad leg, and put your knee down. As your knee slowly collapses on this side. Now it is not the steadiest of moves, which is why I say it is an intermediate move. And maybe you should practice a little with the other one before you do this. Now to get fully on the floor from here, you just use your hands and sit on your bum. And you have now completed the next set of moves. Now that you are on the ground again, take the deep breath. And I forgot, you must include the plant in your picture to maintain your calm. Part of the process is taking many harsh deep breaths. Do not fret, it is normal. Let that beastly energy, primal pain out. The intermediate move requires more energy to get back up. You might feel exhausted. You might feel, why did I even do this in the first place? I'm here to tell you, I don't know why. But we are here, so now we must get back up. How do we get back up? Let me show you. Part of the stages of getting up. Getting up from this pose is basically the reverse of how you got down from this pose. Now let us begin. Again, because this was an intermediary pose, it will be as challenging to get back up from using the same pose. So let us begin. Make sure you have an animal with you. It will increase the difficulty. If you do not feel this is difficult enough, have an animal around. Now, working around the animal, you get up, you go from, oh! We just needed to remind ourselves of our plant friend. We go from our bum. We have our knee at a 90-degree angle. We have our good leg at another 90-degree angle. We use our arms to push us up into a half downward dog. So, downward dog, you push your booty into the air, just like this. Then you take your other bad leg and you just bring it back. Now you are in full downward dog. Now you take good leg, you put it forward and you do a squat on this leg. And we completed the next pose. Let out the, let it out. Deep breathing to get you through the pose. Now for our last and final pose, we will show you the easiest, because by the end of this session, you will not be able to do anything harder than the intermediary. We will not have the ability to do the expert. Now, come join me on the couch, where we will learn how to get on the ground with the help of the couch. Now, from the seated position, Sit slightly on your animal because they are taking up probably most of your couch. To get on the floor from here is the simple exercise of using gravity to move your big fat bum to the floor. Have obstacles in your way to make sure that you are challenging yourself if you do not feel that it is not challenging enough just having had bone cancer. Let us begin. Sit on the edge of your couch. Again, as I said, with your animal being right here next to you. Now to begin, you get off your animal because that is cruel. You move the bones out of the way. Now, it is a very simple exercise. You need to move your feet outwards. Now, you just simply take your bum and you just slide and glide like a dolphin in the winds. And you will need to adjust your legs because they will likely not be comfortable. To adjust your legs, you ideally would not have this box in front of you, but to do it, simply move the box and you will simply take your legs, and depending on how you do it, I hook and I go forward and I flop like a fish. Take your deep breath. And now we just sit in this position forever until someone helps and comes and finds you. Make sure to call out, "Help! I've fallen and I can't get up!" And someone will maybe help you get off the floor in the future. I want to thank you for joining me on this practice. Until next time, take care. Namaste.